All right, and what you see before you are my injectors, and these are ID 2000, Injector Dynamics 2000. On my list of things to do was to test these to make sure that they worked, because when my car blew up, popped the head gasket, whatever you want to say, I had a full tank of E85 and probably around like 80% ethanol, and it's not good to let them sit in ethanol. And they probably sat in the car for, I'm gonna guess, like 2 months, maybe a month, and then I took them out and then I put them in gasoline, just like in a container full of gasoline. And then when I went to test them before I put them back in, I got one of these little cheapo testers, hooked it up to my battery. It probably shouldn't be 12 volts, but for a quick little test, it's not going to be that bad. All right, you grab your positive and negative lead, and right now it is actually on pulse, just straight pulse, and there's different modes you can set it for, but I just want to make sure they work, right? So all I did was, hear that? That works. This one, which was injector number 1, nothing, no worky. So a little setup I had my carb cleaner, I have, my tester, I had this also came with the tester, which fits on the end of the injector. Like so, and that jams into the top, and you'll see how it works. Calm down. And this, I drilled a hole in the top of a mason jar just to collect it so I'm not spraying myself with this stuff. And I pulse it before I put it on and push down and add the fuel. And that's it. I did that to all my injectors, and the one just don't work. See these, I had to buy these. And even more fortunate for me is they don't sell the Injector Dynamics ID 2000s anymore. They're only the 2600 XDS, which have stainless steel internals. These do not, which is why E85 just eats them up. This is probably my second or third time this has happened to my injectors. So if you plan to run E85 and you're running your ID 2000s, you better take very good care of them. Or just get the 2600s, save up now. So I got 5 good ones, and I got 4 because I couldn't buy an individual one, so I just went on the internet and found the cheapest per injector I could, and it looks like I just got some backups. So if I use one, I'll just swap the top hats. Then all you do is you just slide this metal ring out, and I can put it right on there and just take off this little spacer or whatever this O-ring is. I don't know. I don't need it for my setup. But these will be my new 6 injectors. Word to the wise is test your injectors before you blow it up. We are back in the garage again today. It's the weekend. I got so much further. Everything's back on intake manifold, exhaust manifold, the turbo, the downpipe is on back there, wiring. I got a dented intercooler pipe I wanted to fix, but probably not going to fix that. Sage is here, filling it up with the coolant. I got my Lyle funnel, I think it is. I don't know. It's a great coolant funnel to burp the system, and I feel like I'm ready to fire it up. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why, but just all the time. Not so much money was into it, but I mean, sure, some money was put into it. But man, that time. Let's hope I did everything right. Hope everything's hooked up. Should be pretty easily identifiable if it's not. All right. Let's fill it up with a bit more coolant and get in the driver's seat. Here we are in the driver's seat. I am going to be on oil pressure. And before I fire it, I'm going to crank it to make sure I get oil pressure. So I'm just going to crank the motor, make sure I get oil pressure, and I don't want to give it any fuel. So I took out the fuse for the fuel pump. This is wired, that goes all the way to the back for my fuel pumps. All right, let's see if I can build some oil pressure. There it goes. Give me more, give me more. There it is. And I probably killed the battery already. And there it is. All right, we got fuel pressure. Holy hell, my oil pressure is crazy. That oil pressure is insane. Just took it out on the maiden voyage. Feels like it's running on 5 cylinders. So what am I not getting? Spark, compression. I'll do a compression test. And there is one thing I did notice. I don't know if I can get it. See that little drip right there? Let me see what I can do here for you. Boop. And there it is, it's gone. It's on my finger. That's the 85. And I suspect it's leaking from this fitting right here. Oh, yay. Because after I wipe it, it starts to run down the bottom edge here. I had my finger here to block off if it was coming from the injector, and it still ran down that fuel rail. So I suspect it's like an O-ring right here. And other than that, it's not running on all cylinders for whatever reason. They're brand new iridium spark plugs. I know a lot of people run coppers. Nah, it's just not what I'm doing. And these are like brand new, so I highly, highly doubt it's the coils. Maybe I just forgot to plug something in. Maybe there's not a good connection. But next up is compression test from me.